an empty ditch or hole there?
Well, that's another very good question. The depth of the pond or the bottom elevation of the pond was determined of where the existing groundwater elevation is. So there could be a groundwater feed that would feed that pond in extreme dry weather.
But it's possible it could just
It's possible,
dry out.
yes. It's possible that it would work as a detention pond. The detention pond is a dry pond. I think a lot of the developments around here are designed with dry basins where retention pond is a lake.
All right. I heard, and I don't know because, again, I just heard it, will the lake impact Clarksville's creek at all? Because I've heard that it will.
Well, if you think about it, the lake is actually a benefit to the amount of the stormwater that's going into Clarksville. And
Okay.
I've had this conversation with John and other people, and they're looking at it from their own side, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But everything that we hold back, our problem is with the peak runoff that's created, you know, when we get a lot of rain real quick. When it's spread out over a long period of time, it just flows, everything stays in its bank, it's not a big deal. So from the Clarksville point of view, everything that was already going there, because it's all already going there. We're not changing anything. It's already going there. We're going to hold it for a little bit, and then we're going to release it. Not only that, with the expansion, we're more than tripling the pumping capacity of the 10th Street Pump Station, which is our biggest pump station. And by doing that, where before we were putting in 15 million gallons a day into Cane Run, now we're going to be able to pump it away. Now we are putting it into Mill Creek, and that's another, I know that's another issue with the town of Clarksville. But the net effect of stormwater discharge or CSO discharge, I mean, if I'm the town of Clarksville, and I've told them this, don't worry about the clean water. We're cutting down the CSO that's going into that creek tremendously. So that's the bigger issue in my mind. I'm sure it is in their mind too.
What is the normal and maximum outflow from the new plant going into Mill Creek?
The dry weather flow is about 6 million gallons a day, and I'm speaking for Len. I don't know why he's in the back. I guess he doesn't want to
Came in late.
get in trouble. Well, you're welcome to come up here if you want.
6 million gallons a day on the average, and right now the pump station can only pump 15, so that's what we pump. But we're going to be able to pump 50 million at a maximum to the existing plant and send it to Mill Creek.
And Mill Creek can handle 50 million?
Yes.
Counting what we're going to put in it?
Well, what you mean, the new treatment plant discharge?
Yes.
Because that came up last time. Where you putting in that discharge is so far downstream towards the Ohio River that the only thing that affects that creek is during the flooding stages of the Ohio River.
I just want to make sure we're putting the water in from the top down instead of from the bottom up.
What we are, absolutely, absolutely. I've said this before. I know that the town is going to have some, you know, another engineer look at it, which is great, and we're providing all the information that we've got, so that you've got your own independent opinion. But I mean, there are many possibilities, and one thing I think that one of our engineers, Aaron Sutherland, recognized the other day, that wetland that was built by NDOT when they did the interstate, and there's like an old box culvert that goes underneath where the old road coming south to Jeffersonville was. If you notice, that thing is always dammed up, you know, maybe 5 foot deep because of all the log jam that's there. You know, I've thought about it before. Me as an engineer, I want to take a shovel and clean it out so that the water goes out. But maybe the right thing to do is to actually create a permanent dam there to store more water in that pond so that not so much of it goes downstream of that. So, you know, those are all things that need to be looked at.
Scott. Mr. Mayor, regarding the property that the Sanitary Sewer Board has acquired, is your administration in position to make those properties for sale to potential developers? I feel like I would love to see your administration bring some significant incentives to new developers for maybe low-rise residents and commercial properties. Could you describe to us what your position is, or what your administration's position is on those properties that are purchased at this time, and how, at what degree, 1 to 10 level, you will aggressively pursue new developers to come in and revitalize downtown?
10 being the highest, I'm going to be a 10. And the Falls Landing Park is one aspect of getting us where we want to go. There are a lot of sporadic properties located around the downtown area. I want to see commercial growth mixed with residential growth. It is going to be upper scale. When I say upper scale, it's not going to be rental units. It's going to be something I think is going to satisfy the community. Again, those will be issues we will deal with at another public forum. I don't want to put anything on the downtown area that isn't welcomed. You know, Scott, I know you and Dr. Gabe Spruce here and his family. You know, I don't like the idea of the city coming in and telling somebody, we want to make some money, therefore your business and your home is in our way, you got to leave. That's not the kind of government I'm going to lead. There are properties that are there now that the city owns. We are going to maintain those lots. In fact, I talked with our Parks and Recreation Superintendent today, and we discussed the need for maintaining and keeping those properties clean. But yes, we're definitely going to be looking for development. You know, where the Big 4 bridge ramp exits out, you know, I'm trying to get some grant dollars now because I want to create a beautiful landing down there. I want to put a farmer's market there across the road from it. There's going to be a lot of room for growth and expansion. Let's get the nice things done first and let developers see just how nice downtown is going to be. And then we'll say, hey, what kind of plans do you have? Here's what we have in mind. What do you have in mind? I don't think we're going to be dealing with one developer. I think they're going to be fighting over this. You open up that pedestrian bridge going to Louisville. You put Falls Landing Park there. You do all of these other things. You're going to have a very desirable area to be at down there. So, you know, yeah,